Hello KFC SuperCoaches and welcome to round 21. Our Origin players are back, our big guns are back. Let's run through who to buy, hold and sell. Speaking of big guns, there aren't too many bigger than Nathan Cleary. He is back after a false start last week from that hamstring injury. He's one of the greats of SuperCoach and he also has a great matchup this week against the Bulldogs at Bluebet Stadium, a definite captaincy option on his return from injury. Latrell Mitchell also back from a long-term absence with a calf injury. For me, he's popular this week, but for me, he is more of a buy for next week. This week, it's a tough matchup against the Broncos and he's got a big break even. Then next week is the week to get on up against the West Tigers where he could do absolutely anything. Harry Grant is also a very popular buy this week. Bringing back your Origin players is the flavour of the week for this round, and Harry Grant's very close to the top of that list. At hooker, he's just so much better than the next fit guy in Damien Cook in terms of average, and then Cook's got that bye coming up in round 26 too. So I have Harry Grant well ahead in that position, so get him in. Speaking of guys who are well ahead in their position, David Fifita, about 10 points per game better than the next guy at 2RF, so I don't need to speak about him too much. Just bring him back if you sold him over Origin. Isaac Tungol is definitely the point of difference buy of the week. He's up there with some of the best centre wingers in SuperCoach this year, yet is only owned by 3%. So a sneaky purchase, particularly with Nathan Cleary back in that team. Onto the holds. Tyrone Munro I had on the buy list before teams came out, but Munro is not on that team list there for the Rabbitohs with Tane Milne. Look, it's not a big blow for people who own him already. You certainly hold because we knew that he could have nuffed out anyway, but I wouldn't be going out of my way to buy him either. Ronaldo Mulitalo, look, I bought him in 2 weeks ago. He's averaged 14 since then. He's leaking cash. They got some tough matchups coming up too at the Sharkies. But this week is not the worst matchup at PointsBet Stadium. I think he could go okay this week, and with trades running low, he'll be staying in my side. Similar for Jermaine Osako, he's been so good all year, a bit like Mulitalo, but the recent form hasn't been great and he does have the buy this round, so a lot of people are selling, but with trades low, I think he is a guy to keep in your team. Now for the sells. Mitch Moses has been great for SuperCoach this year, but Moses to Cleary is very popular, and look, someone has to make way for Cleary, so I think that trade does make sense. Finally, Tino for Asamoah. He is out. He has taken the 3-match ban for that shoulder charge. So I think he is a sell, certainly for overall players. But if you're a head-to-head player and you're looking pretty good, he'll be back for week 2 of the head-to-head final. So it could be a sneaky hold if you're doing well in the head-to-head. That is it for Buy, Hold, Sell round 21. We'll catch you for the Game Day podcast at 11 a.m. on Thursday. See you then.